Hello YouTube, this time I'm gonna cover some guides about proving grounds, especially on gold and endless. But let's start on the gold one. So many trades that some people still find that gold is challenging, which is good, but that's for the starter, because when you find that endless is so retarded, you think that gold is nothing like the silver and the bronze one. So the first, I use my holy paladin in here. I basically keep eternal flame. I had selfless healer because it wastes more mana rather than save it. We don't need to pump some big heals that empower holy that flash of light and divine light. And I also do not really like sacred shield, because not all people in here takes damage over time. So basically that you might only need to focus one, unless that you let so many unless the tank is retarded, which is not. So eternal flame is the best talent in here. I pick clemency because I need my hand of sacrifice. Usually in gold I don't need to cast two sacrifice back to back, but in endless you will find that it is helpful. Unbreakable spirit is not really a good choice, because Leon hands, you are not going to use Leon hands that much, maybe once or twice, but that's it. Hand of purity, there's no really big damage over time. You can clear the OT with hand of protection if you want. I use Holy Avenger, not the Divine Purpose, because Holy Avenger now get buffed with that. It will deal 30% additional healing and generate 3 holy power like it used to. Sanctified Rod is not a choice. I don't really like it because it only pump my Avenging Rod. The only thing that Divine Purpose is not really good in 5.4 is because I'm not going to cast 1 holy power to keep Eternal Flame, since the Eternal Flame will not trigger eliminated healing. So I switch to Holy Avenger. I will use this if my tank or the raid gets insane damage. So combined with Crusader Strike and Holy Shock, it will give me the output that I want. Holy Prism is still the best choice. I don't like Lighthammer because some people still keep moving away from it. Execution Sentence is not for Holy, so Holy Prism is the best. On the glyph side, I use my Hand of Sacrifice glyph, which will not redirect damage to you anymore, which means that the tank will have additional cooldown, 2 additional cooldown if you are using clemency, but taking 30% less damage. So that's it. The gear is that I'm not gearing pure spirit. I have regemmed my to mostly pure intellect, some of pure spirit and like haze, because I want to pump out more output. I don't really need so much spirit right now that I think that more output is better than keep casting again, because I find that the problem is that damage is so awful that I will not I cannot keep up, even though I still have mana available. So let's do it, the gold one, using the beacon in here, just some buff. Usually I use flask and food, but it's okay if you don't use it. First thing you really need to watch out is the flame color. Flame color casts Pyroblast, Fireball, and Invoke. What do they call it? I'm not really sure, but it will cause a void zone to some of the area. Fire Blast is dealing insane damage, like you see it's dealing nearly half of the health bar in here. The second NPC that you need to interrupt is Hive Singer. Hive Singer casts a Sonic Blast, which is an AoE. It's not really big deal, but it will help you reduce incoming damage. And you need to dispel Aqua Bomb from Acolyte, so that's the thing that you really need to watch. Most of the time, if you are not casting Flash of Light, you are good. You may need to cast some Divine Light, but it's okay. Use your defensive mana regeneration cooldown offensively, because you don't want to starving and out of mana in some heavy taxing mana fight like in this third one. I'm using Holy Avenger just right now, and everything is back in normal and good. Make sure that you are not using more than 2 cooldown, because you will find that in some phase you will be out of cooldown. Right? Drop the flame color. You see the sign, the icon, like a shred icon. You can clear it with hand protection if you want, but I really find it a big deal, so I'll just let it go. We'll just use second here. I use my favor. You see that I cast one Flash of Light right there. That reported to stun. Use your Fist of Justice as soon as it's up, because that means 6 seconds with 0 damage from that NPC, which is useful. You can use it as interrupter. Make sure that you are not really go into the healing the beacon target, because usually that's the people's fault. Unless there is nothing to heal like this, you may want to heal the beacon target. Oops. Oh. Drop that one. Using Divine Player. I'm using my Aura Mastery, using my Avenging Rod. I'm gonna stun this flame color because it's so annoying. Spelling right now. Just keep calm. Do not waste too much mana on healing this damage, because you can also heal with Health Stone if you don't have time to heal yourself. I still have my Holy Avenger and Guardian. By the way, Guardian is fixed to 3-minute cooldown right now. 15%, 10% haste. It will be a good time to use my Guardian. Yep, I'm using my sack. That's it. All people will be happy right now. Stun Quarry can be stunned while he is not enraged. When he goes big, he cannot do anything. You might need to use some cooldowns. Wave 6, mana still half. It's good, it's fine. Nothing to worry. I still have my one Hand of Sacrifice, one on cooldown. 2 of protection. High Messenger, prioritize it. Dropping High Messenger. Oh, no one is dropping. Just one of sacrifice, Holy Avenger right now. You can just lay on hand if you want. There's nothing to worry. Flash up. Minor one interrupt is high prisoner. The only physical damage that you really want is the Conqueror. Magical damage is the Flame Caller. The rest is that you need to interrupt, and that's it. Flame Caller. The Fog Lava. Interrupt that. Somebody need to interrupt the Pyroblast. See that some NPC keep walking on this bad stuff, and unless that if you it is really down to whether the NPC is smart or not. It's okay, man, I will heal you. Conqueror, you can stun it. There is 13 cooldown, 13 seconds free time, but it's not out of combat. You can drink, and unless there is some people that say that you can drink after every 10 wave, but yesterday I find that as soon as I leave combat I get instantly combat. Big guy comes, you need to pump cooldown. Sonic Blast, you need to interrupt that. Spelling. Popping my Guardian. Stun this Conqueror. It's okay, I'm a Pepper and Avenger. It's a good combo. Most lovely combo is using Holy Avenger with Divine Pepper. It's an insane output heal that you can put in a short amount of time. You can generate Holy Power with Crusader Strike if you want, but if you don't really need it, do not waste it, because it costs 9,600 mana, which is which you can use to cast to Holy Shock. Holy Shock is, by the way, reduced to 4,900. 4,800, I mean. Big guys come out. Can handle protection this. Sack him. Gonna interrupt this one so he comes close. Stun him. Why don't you interrupt? It's okay, sorry, dead. Hive Syndrome. Interrupt this one. Lost his skull. Gonna use my Holy Avenger. Cause Blast of Light. It's okay. Can stun him. Trap next. Trapping. Stun Conqueror after this one. Okay, stun him. Spelling, and we are done. And here, killing a cloud. Stun him. Stun Conqueror, bursting. So that if you can utilize Leon Hand of Sacrifice, Hand of Protection to reduce some intense healing required, which means that you will cast less healing, which means this will save your mana a lot. Just simply cast it because you will utilize more uptime on your cooldown rather than saving it, and just that will waste your mana. And that's all the gold proving grounds. Thanks for watching. See you guys on another video.